welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marina. Today we're doing all the things. I'm going to be doing taxes, so I'm going to give Shane the camera. He's got some mobile home updates to work on. I'm giving him the reins for this portion of the video. I'm going to be doing boring stuff. He's going to be doing fun stuff. Actually, to him, I don't think this is considered fun. No, hard pass, it's not considered fun. But we have to do it or we're going to have a big old skylight in the ceiling. And would that be cool? Kind of. But you want to actually mean to have a skylight in your house when you have a skylight in your house. You don't want a skylight by accident. So he's going to be working on that while I do taxes. But before that, I am going to lay out some food for tonight. So I'm not going to throw out any meat. What are you doing there? I'm not going to throw out any meat for tonight. We're going to do these Jack Daniels pulled pork. We're going to do those in sandwiches. For right now, I'm going to get on taxes. Shane's going to get on skylight duty. I told you guys that we have been dealing with flooding, literally flooding through the entire ceiling in the bathroom. It was standing water on the floor. It was bad. Can't afford to hire a contractor. Anytime there's water damage involved, it's always 10 times more expensive. So we're going to have to do it ourselves. And sometimes it's just like that. But I trust Shane. I know he wouldn't do it if he didn't think he could do it properly. So here we go.
What's up, everybody? We have now received the budget to get the greatest director of all time on a video. So here I am. Now, I'm in here because we had a little bit of a problem in this bathroom. If you watched, I think, the last video or the one before it, you would have heard Rena mention that the bathroom leaked. Well, we had a leak above where the light is. It's a roof problem, which I'm going to be climbing up. We had a couple of shingles blow off of the roof, so I'm going to be climbing up there to fix the shingles and everything. I'll do that tomorrow. The leak was so bad in here that it was causing our ceiling to sag. I came in here, I was going to attempt to fix it because I didn't think it was as bad as what it turned out to be. And, well, as I started seeing, our ceiling felt more like a sponge than the drywall. Well, needless to say, as I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, I could hear a slow and ominous sound, and all of a sudden it started falling apart into my hands. So, here's the issue. Now, granted, it wasn't that bad. I've removed some more of it to get a look to see where the leak is. But there's the issue. So the reason you guys are with me today is because I'm going to be fixing this ceiling. Here's the interesting thing. I have never done this. This is completely new territory for me. I've seen ceiling worked on, but I've never done this. I've tried to watch plenty of videos to figure out how I'm going to do it, while also trying to go off of memories of watching people do it. Important thing is to make sure that, you know, I get the light fixture and the fan fixture back in there nice. I've got the power shut off, so I won't be shocking myself too. I've got some insulation that I've got to put back up here because a lot of this insulation got ruined. It got wet and yucky. Really, the only part that I'm really kind of worried about is getting the fixtures put back how they're supposed to, because I got to take them apart and kind of figure out how they go in there in the first place. I'm not so worried about the sheetrock. I've got my sheetrock. I'm going to cut me a big old square of this out. On top of that too, I've bought some wood because I was looking. If you look here, I've got one beam of wood right here to attach the sheetrock to. But as far as I can tell, I don't have one here and I don't have one here, which is where I'm going to be hanging. So I'm going to have to kind of build me a semi-frame so I can attach the sheetrock to it. It's going to be a really interesting job. A lot of the different DIY projects we've done here in the house, I've never would have ever thought or dreamed that I could do it. And by putting my mind to it, and Jesus, I was able to get it done. So, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my square out, get the remaining sheetrock off here, get all that insulation out of there, unwire the light fixture and the fan, and then when I get done with that, then I'll start on building me a little frame so I can get the sheetrock up there. And once I get the sheetrock up there and everything like that, it should be okay after that. Let's get started. All right, Raina, we've got some beautiful before shots. The reason I'm choosing where I'm choosing is, you can see here, it's, well, you may not be able to notice, but it's buckled down pretty bad, so I'm gonna go to where the sheetrock seems to be kind of the most stable.
So I begged him, forewarning here, I begged him to wear a mask, but he has worked in this most of his life. He has worked many years in a place that built specifically mobile homes, and he never wore a mask when it came to installation there. Neither did the other installation guys. I think it's a bad idea. They just see it as normal. Before Shane began his career in fire safety and suppressant systems, he worked as a drywaller with Clayton, one of the leading mobile home builders in the U.S. So they're used to stuff like this. He's used to stuff like this, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. Hashtag tater safety, Shane. I played Legos in my room.
Good job. Please don't fall on my head. Yeah, as you can see here, there's the insulation. And there's one of my funny little screw nails. Because I didn't realize it was so soft. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to screw this back up into a stud. And, well, I also didn't realize that there was no studs. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, as you can see, this stuff is just crumbling. This stuff, I should be wearing goggles, and I really need to go get goggles. But also, too, I kind of don't want to go get goggles because I just want to get this done. Does anybody look in crawl spaces or basements and they have this perpetual fear that like a raccoon or something is going to jump out and claw their face off? Because I do. I'm back. I finally decided to wear some goggles. This thing is gonna have to come down because I'm gonna end up breaking it, and then Raina's gonna end up breaking my head. Oh, my lungs! My old man lungs! I'm hoping the 2x4 will reach across that. I'm starting to think it's not going to. I've got other 2x4 if I have to use it, which I may have to. They've just been outside and I don't want them to be warped. I'm gonna leave y'all for just a minute. Well, it'll be a second for y'all. It'll be like a few minutes for me. And I'm gonna see what pieces of wood I got to work with.
Am I stuck in a time machine? Suddenly everything is gone. 25 feeling 17. Am I the only one? Is it just having common sense? Purely a coincidence. Days pass, feels like seconds in. Where to begin?
Alright. So now we're gonna route out our holes. And hopefully everything will be lined up okay.
He chose to flip the drywall when he hung it because he was worried that whenever he put the mud up on the ceiling that it would weight down the paper that's on the front of the piece of drywall and maybe rip it off. So he just flipped it over. It still works the same, it's just flipped. That way there's no paper on this side that it can rip off or add weight to.
So in the words of Dr. Strange, we're in the end game now. We just gotta now get this in there. I gotta worry about hooking everything up. I gotta make sure before I even get started, I'm gonna have to make sure I have everything that I need. That way, the second I start getting it up there, I've gotta have everything on hand. I've gotta have my liquid nails, gotta have my tape ready, everything.
I try
Okay, so here I am again. I couldn't film there for a little bit because it was getting kind of dark, couldn't see anything. And then also too, my hands were completely full. I had to get Colton in here, he helped. This is where we're at right now. We've got the ceiling up. We've got it wired. As you can see, I've got the lights and the fan is working.
I bet you'll come around, but don't get me wrong.
All Shane has to do now is mud it, because he's got everything put together like it's supposed to be. He's going to mud it and then put the light fixture up and then clean up the bathroom. But before he does that, I told you guys to vote on my hair. You guys voted brown. Well, the two top votes were brown and blonde. So I'm going to mix those votes together and try something funky. Good thing is, if I go lighter, I can always go darker. If I go darker, I can't always go lighter. It's not that easy. So I'm going to run to Sally's and get the stuff to do that today with you guys, because a ton of you guys over on Instagram are asking me, Marina, when are you getting your hair done? And I keep putting it off, because honestly, I hate doing hair. It takes so much time. It takes so much effort. My arms are always sore afterwards, but it needs to get done. So I'm going to go to Sally's and get the stuff that I need.
Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say. Go like a satellite, just go like a star now. Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say. Take it to the big scene, take it all. Go for hope and glory.
I'm going to cut some layers in my hair. I'm not cutting my hair because I have prayed too long for my hair to grow and be healthy and stuff. I heard that. Like, what are you doing, Merina? I'm not trying to damage my hair completely, but I know going lighter, there's always going to be dead ends. My hair already has dead ends, and it has for a long time. I've just really put off not trimming the bottom, so I'm doing trimmed layers. I'm not cutting layers, like not doing a drastic cut or anything. I'm just trimming up some layers just so it doesn't fall flat on my head, because my hair is really heavy. It's really thick. So, which is a blessing that I'm not taking for granted. Oh, I do have some 30. I'm going to see what I already have in here. I'm not taking for granted because I've prayed a really long time to have, longer hair. And I'm not going to just throw that away for bleach. That being said, I found another toner. Oh, what is this? Pre-color treatment? T18. There's a toner. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I already had gloves. I bought all them gloves for nothing. I already had gloves. I haven't been toning my hair, and I haven't been using the purple shampoo because I thought I was going to go all brown. So I thought there was no point in it. So you can see how brassy my hair is without using the purple shampoo or the toner for about a month. I haven't used it for about a month. Ends down there are pretty dead. Give me more volume too, because this just falls on the side of my head. I already have a lot of volume because my hair is naturally curly. But without the layers, it just falls flat on my head. You can see the contrast there of how light the blonde underneath my stripped hair right here is. It's super light compared to this color. So I worry about how well this will lift. But a majority of my hair, when I did my hair, I did a majority of it blonde. A majority of it is blonde. It's just a little bit on the top that's not. So, not worried too much about that. Maybe I should be worrying more about that. I probably should be. I'm not. I've kind of been stuck. And this is like, let me get vulnerable with y'all. I know that not everybody that watches this is my friend, but a majority of you guys are my friends. And I want to communicate. But I've really been struggling lately because I want to start taking better care of myself. And you guys have seen I've been like putting earrings in and just like not that it's a vanity thing for me. Like I'm not vain. But like just, when I go to the kids' doctor's appointments or something, I don't want to go in sweats and a baggy t-shirt. Like I want to look put together. Or when I go, well, I'm on a real estate kick. I keep wanting to say when I go to sell real estate. I've never sold real estate in my life. But like when I go places, I want to look put together, but I struggle because I don't want it to seem as if I'm changing, because everybody always says, Merina, don't change. Merina, don't change. As if I could. I literally cannot be anything but me. Like, it's impossible. I've tried. I used to try all the time to be somebody else but me. It's literally impossible. I fail at it every time. It's one thing I'm thankful for is I cannot be anybody but me. I'm not heavily influenced. You can't peer pressure me into doing anything. Like, I'm just me. Like it, leave it. I wish you liked it, but if you don't, I love you. Like, I'm just me. I can't be anything else but me. But my fear is I hear that so much in the comments, Merina, please don't change. That when I start to do stuff, like when I fix my hair or fix my makeup, people come on here and they're like, I knew you'd change. But it's just me trying to better myself, not by thinking that the makeup on me does a difference or like changes who I am, but just to make me feel better about myself. It's like people, and this is not like my real friends on here, never say that. They want you to take care of yourself. And they're like, yeah, you need to take better care of yourself. Like, yeah, you're greasy. Yeah, you're nasty. But then when I do take care of myself, it's, oh, you're changing. You've changed. And that's the part of social media that y'all don't see. I see it on my end. You guys don't see a lot of it on your end. But like, that's the part that I'm really careful about, because I don't ever want it to seem as if I've changed. I will always be trailer park. Even if I got out of the trailer park. You can take the girl out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of the girl. I'm always going to be that person that washed her clothes in dish detergent because I didn't have the money to get to buy laundry detergent. Like, that's always going to be rooted in me. That's a part of my growth. It's a part of who I am. I want to be better about looking more put together and stuff. Not all the time, y'all. Pajamas is my thing at home. I'm not dressing up to get on camera and flunk myself around while I'm sweating like a ham on Thanksgiving. Absolutely not. You can forget it. It's never going to be me. But like, when I go out and stuff, I want to be able to put makeup on without people thinking, oh my gosh, like she's became one of those moms. One of those YouTube moms that changed now. They put eyeliner on. She's a different person. Do you see her? She was wearing eyeliner. I don't want anybody to think that the YouTube is getting to my head, because in all honesty, I know that it is God and it is all of Him and nothing of me, and it could be gone in a millisecond. But what can't be gone in a millisecond is God's faithfulness and my trust in the Lord. If it were all gone tomorrow, I would not be scared. I wouldn't be trembling. I haven't put my eggs in this basket to become a millionaire. God was gracious enough to give me 60,000 friends, to give you 60,000 friends too. If you are here and if you're not even subscribed, like even if you hate us, in the comments you ask for prayer, we will be on it, doggone it. We'll be covering you in prayer. If you ask for advice, we will give you advice in a loving way. If you just want to vent, we'll listen to you. That's my people. That's you in the comments. That's my people. That's my crowd. That's who I want to surround me with. The kind of people will always be my kind of people, even if you hate our guts. Even if you have railed me, if you have talked about me, put me down, it don't matter. If you need something, we're here for you. It won't ever get to my head. It won't ever, because it's not, I did nothing to get here. I didn't go out and do something extravagant. I don't even have a lot of talents, y'all. The day, God forbid, the day it got to my head, I put it down. I'd put it down, because nothing's more important to me than the task that God has given me to fulfill, and I will always be trying to fulfill it. And the minute I stop remembering the task that has been set before me is the day that I leave it all behind. So please, if I'm wearing a pair of earrings, do not think I have changed. Do not think I have changed. I'm just trying to better me, and that's been what I've been trying to do for the last year, is just better myself as a mom, as a wife, as a homemaker, as a person, as a child of God, as a believer, as a friend, as a everything. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to better myself. Now, I've made so many mistakes since being on YouTube. So many mistakes since being on YouTube. But I've tried to learn and become a better person through it all. My TED Talk's almost done. I'm about to step off the soapbox. My goal is never to be perfect. It's just always to be better than I was yesterday. And since you guys have come into my life, God has used you to help me with that. I'm better than I was last month and the month before that. And I'm blown away at the encouragement and the uplifting and the kindness that I have never received in my life. And not even my family. My family can't stand me. Nanny can. But most of my family can't stand me. I don't have in-person close friends. I have a really hard time communicating. I have a hard time talking about my feelings, which is weird because I can come on here and tell you guys anything. It is so odd. I'm just trying every day to be a better person. And sometimes I feel at it and I can start all over again, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to start all over. Sometimes we backtrack so much that we get worse than we were when we first started trying to get better. But the progress, if you just keep trying every day, and that's what I'm doing. I wake up every day determined to be love on 2 feet in any way I can. And sometimes I really fail at that. Sometimes I really mess up at that. Sometimes I don't look like love on 2 feet. Sometimes I don't sound like love on 2 feet. But it's always my goal to be love on 2 feet every day. So don't ever go in here and think, oh my gosh, Merina is happy 24/7. Social media is a liar. It's a liar. I just choose to trust in God. Even when I don't feel like being happy, I don't have to ever fake the happiness, because my happiness isn't based on the circumstances of that day or the situations I'm going through. It's based on the joy of the Lord, and the joy of the Lord is always my strength. It's what keeps me going. All that to say, see, an earring in my ear, I ain't changed. I ain't went Hollywood on you. I needed to get that off my chest though, because I've been feeling some sort of way about it. I don't ever want to be unauthentic. I want to tell you how I feel, even when it's not 100% joyful. Nobody is happy all of the time. And if you've thought that while watching my videos, I'm sorry if I misled you. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm not happy all of the time. But I do have joy in my soul every day of the year. Even on my worst day, there's joy there. And that's because I didn't put it there. God did. I would have messed it up and put it in the wrong spot if I had put it in there. I'd feel joy in my gut or something if I had put it in there. But I didn't. God did. Okay, let's go. Do our hair. You're welcome for that TED Talk. I'm welcome. Actually, I should say thank you, because I feel so much better getting that off my chest. Thank you, guys.
Lights flash in the dark. I know you're coming back, aiming at my heart. And these things never come from me easily, no. But now I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready, ready. Emotions repeating, though it's been so long. I know what you're thinking, I know. I wanna spend all our time now, for better or worse. I know the past is gone, and now you're all I want. 'Cause I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up for you. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up. I would give it all up, give it all up, give it all up.
We are now going to shift to the other half of the trailer.
Okay, I've got it dried a little. Now we're going to do the ponytail cut, which I've seen all over TikTok. It's supposed to give you layers, and I'm going to get the dead ends off just a little bit, not a lot, because I don't want my length to be gone. But then I'm going to do some curtain bangs just about right here to frame my face. It looks like it's not going anywhere right now, but bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay, so we got our long, see that dead hair right there? Ooh, my eyes are trying to go on either side of the ponytail. We got that. Got it straightened out. Now I gotta figure out how much I want to take off. I don't want to take off a whole lot. I honestly just want to go to the point where it is pretty fried. That's a lot of length, so I'm gonna bring it down. I'm checking it out. You can always go longer. You can't always go shorter. So just that much, just the edges. See how dead that was? And that's not just from me bleaching my hair. If you look back at my videos, you'll see my hair was pretty dead on the ends because I haven't had a trim in so long. So now that it looks like that, I'm just going to go in and chop this way from the bottom just to even it up, just so it's not such a blunt cut. I did all the cutting in one night, and then not here in a second, but in a little bit you'll see where my hair looks darker on the top, and that's where I went in and darkened my roots and gave myself some low lights. So you can see my curtain bangs. Look at those. Hey girl. Like, check this out. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. It's the next day. I was going to stop the video there, but I decided to keep going because I wanted you guys to see the final product in this video, because I don't like doing those like clickbaity part 1 part 2 kind of videos, you know what I mean? So this is the end result. It did give me some dimension. It'll look better when I get makeup on. Hair always looks better when you get makeup on. I did it at home for a little or nothing, so I mean, it ain't gonna be perfect. But I do like the layers. I like the layers a lot. There are some splotchy parts, I'm not gonna lie. There are major splotchy parts, but I really do love the way that it came out. I'm gonna curl the bottom of this.
And just like that, we're done. The ceiling is done. The light fixtures are put back in. The fan is put back in. All the gunk is completely up, completely clean. It is done. So now I'm going to show you the after. Get your heart out. So there it is. There is the finished product right there. You can't even tell that there had been a hole up there. This was a bit of a pain in the booty, but I think it turned out pretty good for my first time fixing the ceiling. There was definitely a couple things that if I got to do this again, I'll do a little bit differently, especially when I'm framing out. But for the most part, I'm happy with how this turned out. I was a little worried about, you know, getting the light fixture and the fan fixture back into place, but everything turned out a-okay. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this adventure of epic proportions. I'm gonna turn this back over to Rennie.
Y'all, this is what my hair looks like with makeup. I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment right now, so I got my hair fixed, got this shirt, I can't remember, I think this is from Amazon. I cannot remember. I think this is from Amazon. And then these jeans are from Old Navy, size 24, I believe. These earrings right here, these are from kiddos. I cannot be running late, or like I can't be late for nothing. So I totally meant to take y'all with me today, and I totally forgot. I had doctor's appointments and other appointments we had to get to today, so it was a wild day. I did get blood work done though, so if you would be praying, please pray for me. I was going to show you a Ross haul from today, but I think I'm going to wait because it's just for like Easter, like a bunch of Easter stuff. Some cool stuff though, so I may show them in the next video. I don't know, I want to get more things before I show you guys. But anyways, I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Thank you for always hanging out with me. Please keep me in your prayers. Everything's fine though, I promise. I love you guys. I'll see you later.